I'm Alfred P. Doblin, and I'm going to read today from my debut book, Tales of the Lavender Twilight. It's a collection of 11 short stories about gay queer men of a certain age. And the story I'm reading from is called Mr. Picky Comes to Town. Mr. Picky is Harry Duville. He is one of the premier theater critics in New York City, and Mr. Picky is the moniker given to him because he is generally very critical of the shows that he sees. He is about to go on sabbatical. He gets in his car to head up toward the Adirondacks. As he's on the New York Thruway, he sees signs in the Catskills for some of the old hotels and theaters that were there that are long, long gone, but pieces of signs sort of remain. And he's intrigued by the sign for such a hotel called Green's, thinking there may be a story or a book if he could get inside the old hotel and theater and start exploring. So he gets off the Thruway and he gets into this beautiful little town called Hemlock. And very soon of his arrival, he realizes that the entire town of Hemlock is populated by actors who no longer have careers because they were panned by Mr. Picky. After an altercation that results in some damage to a statue in the town square, Harry finds himself in a holding cell, about to meet the town sheriff. After spending 2 hours in a holding room where he was forced to listen to the original cast albums of a musical version of Gone with the Wind and a Spanish language production of Annie, Harry was delighted to be brought into a small office. A small, squat man with a shock of black hair and long sideburns sat behind a desk. He looked like a compressed Elvis. Harry tried to think if he had ever slammed him in a review.
So, the famous Harry Duville has come to Hemlock,
the demi-elvis said.
I'm Sheriff Shepard.
Like in the musical, Merrily We Roll Along?
I hate musicals.
I thought everyone here was an actor.
Hemlock was a great place until they started coming. First one, then another, then the next thing you knew, everywhere you turned was an equity carrying down on his or her luck actor. You used to be able to walk across the town and say good morning. Now, people are tapping, kicking, and singing. Everything's a frickin' production number. It makes me want to vomit. What's even worse, they've recruited my daughter. Yes, sirree, my little girl, Julia. I don't care whether you're gay, straight, black, white, brown. You can get it on with a flock of sheep. I say live and let live, but I draw the line at musical comedy. Musical comedy. It's an oxymoron, Mr. Duville. There's nothing funny about musicals. People singing and dancing. It's just not natural. I wanted to build a wall to keep them out. But do you know what the townspeople said after they finished singing and dancing the first production number from the music man at the town meeting when I suggested building a wall? They said it'd be like a fourth wall, and they would break it. I don't even know what that meant, aside from that it was pointless to build a wall. Untalented actors are like cockroaches. They just keep coming and coming. Roaches.
Have you thought about becoming a theater critic? Harry said, both horrified and impressed.
Here's the deal, Mr. Duville,
Sheriff Shepard continued as he tapped his short, hairy fingers on the desk.
We can play a legal dance here. You can get a lawyer. You can plead not guilty to the willful destruction of public property and act witness by many, I might add, but I will make sure you are denied bail because you are a flight risk, impound your car and call the New York City papers and make you the laughingstock of Manhattan. Or we can do each other a favor.
Favor, Sheriff Shepard?
My daughter loves reading you. She thinks you're God. and she wants to be in the theater.
I can't give her a good review,
Did I ask you to?
the sheriff snapped.
She has a degree in theater. Her mother insisted that I let her go to Syracuse, and she got a useless degree in theater. But so far, no job. So she's back home with me and her mother. Every day she's at that goddamn piano singing about my white knife. It's like chalk on a board.
She can't sing?
She can sing, but it's those damn show tunes. Whatever happened to rock and roll? Whatever happened to Janis Joplin?
Drugs.
It was a rhetorical question, Duville. Here's the thing. Each year, these no-talented people of Hemlock stage a musical thinking people will come and see the natural beauty of Hemlock, and someone will invest in greens and restore the property. And each year, they put on the worst goddamn show ever. Did I tell you I hate musicals?
Yes, you did. How do I feel?
I want you to direct this show.
I can't direct.
They can't act, sing, or dance. It's a perfect match.
You know, that's almost a line from Fiddler on the Roof.
You're testing my patience, Mr. Duville. I hate musicals. I hate that musical the most. They did it here last year. Tevye was a gay little person named Carl from Ohio.
That is a song. Summer in Ohio by Jason Robert Brown. Doing summer stock with a gay midget named Carl playing Tevye and Quirky.
Did you want me to reinstate the death penalty? Enough with the show tunes. If you direct the show, the charges are dropped. If you don't, I will see that you are stuck in a cell for the next 4 weeks.
I don't think I like this. What's the show?
Sound of Music.
I hate the sound of music.
Sorry, Mr. DeVille. Won't work with me.
No, I really hate it. I love Rodgers and Hammerstein, just not that show.
The show is scheduled to open April 12th. 4 weeks. We'll put you up in town.
4 weeks in a cell, or 4 weeks directing The Sound of Music. It doesn't sound like there's much of a difference. I was supposed to be spending the next month at the North Mountain Lodge.
They'll put you up here. There's a nice bed and breakfast in town. You won't mind the show tunes.
Everybody hates me here.
Everybody hates you everywhere.
Well, that is true.
They hate you because you destroyed their lives. Here's your chance to make it up to them. Make them better. Just one more thing.
What now?
You have to cast my daughter as the lead.
As Maria.
Maria, Gladys, Pippi Longstocking. I don't care as long as she's the lead. Give them a show, make my daughter happy, and then you can be on your way.
You're not giving me much choice.
You're not in Manhattan, Duville. This is the real world. I'm in charge here. Welcome to Hemlock.
Thank you. And that's a little taste from Mr. Picky Comes to Town, one of 11 stories in Tales of the Lavender Twilight, which I hope you might consider picking up a copy and giving it a read and find out what happens when Mr. Picky comes to town. Thank you.